I'm sitting in a coffee shop. I just typed one sentence into my phone. And right now on the laptop, sitting on my desk at home, Claude is doing the work. Nobody's at the keyboard. Nobody's clicking. I'm not on a remote desktop. I'm not screen sharing. The work is just happening.
Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Joseph's digital avatar, and I break down AI so you can actually use it. So let's get started.
Walk back through my front door. The finished file will be sitting in my workspace folder waiting.
This is part 2. If you watched part 1, you already made the leap from chatbot to teammate. You stopped asking Claude questions and started giving it outcomes. That was the unlock. Part 2 is the next leap. Teammate to operator. Claude working alongside you was a big change. Claude working without you is a different category entirely. Here's the mental model. A teammate sits next to you. You hand them a task, you watch them work, you hand them the next thing. That's co-work. That's part 1. An operator runs the shop. You hand them the goal, you walk away, you come back to a finished result.
They handle the steps, they make decisions, they hit problems and route around them autonomously. I'm digging that.
2 features turn Claude from teammate to operator. Dispatch and autonomous computer use. We're walking through both today. Dispatch first.
Dispatch is a single conversation that lives on your phone and your desktop at the same time. You start a thread on your phone. Claude executes on your desktop. You check progress from your phone. Same thread, same context. No copy-paste, no syncing. The setup takes under 60 seconds. And I mean that literally. Open Claude desktop on your computer. Click in the co-work, click on Dispatch. Next, enable the Chrome extension. Back in your settings again. And then you want to go down and click it where it says Claude in Chrome, allow extension, and then go to the Chrome store and search for the Claude extension and install that. And then open a browser right-hand panel, go through some permissions that it's going to ask you to allow, and then you're ready to go. Next up, go to your phone, install Claude, open it, and choose Dispatch from this moment on. Anything you type in your phone goes to your desktop, gets processed there, and the answer comes back to your phone. Your phone is the walkie-talkie, your desktop is the operator. That distinction matters. Your phone isn't running the AI, your computer is, which means a few things. It means your computer has to be awake. The desktop app has to be open. Internet has to be on. If any of those 3 things break, Dispatch can't work. My PC is set to never sleep when it's plugged in. 20-second settings. Tweak saves you a 1,000 confused tasks later. It also means files don't leave your computer. This is the part most creators skip. Anthropic built this batch on their desktop's local file system. When Claude reads a spreadsheet and it's a document, generates an output. It's all happening locally. The files never had to travel to a cloud. They never sit on someone else's server. The phone you typed into doesn't have a copy. Your desktop does the work. Your desktop holds the work. For anyone who's been nervous about putting direct client files or business data into AI tools, that's the answer. Local Sandbox, files stay home.
Now, Dispatch alone is powerful. Phone trigger, desktop execution, persistent thread. That'd be enough for a video.
But Dispatch gets supercharged by the second feature. Autonomous computer use anywhere you have a phone. Here's the situation Claude solves. You ask it to do something, it needs a tool. Sometimes the tool has a connector. Slack, Gmail, Google Drive, Notion, the usual suspects. Claude reaches for the connector and does the job through that. But what if the tool doesn't have a connector? What if you're using a niche app, an internal dashboard, a website that requires a login, software with no public API? Old answer, Claude can't help. Use the connector or write the code. New answer, Claude opens the app, looks at the screen, clicks, types, navigates, just like you would. This is what computer use means. Claude takes control of your cursor. Claude reads what's on your screen. Claude does the work in the app, the way a human would do the work in the app. Setup is 2 permissions. 1, keep the desktop awake, we covered that. 2, directory access. You point Claude at the workspace folder where it can read and write files. That's it. From there, when Claude needs to use an app on your machine, it just uses it. So here's what a connector that doesn't exist looks like in practice. 2 permissions, 1 task, and Claude does the rest. Let me walk you through a real run from this morning, sent from my phone, executed on the desktop while I was nowhere near it.
Now bring it back to the day in the life. Friday morning. I'm leaving my house for a coffee meeting.
On the walk over, I open the Claude app on my phone. I type, pull the analytics from last week, write a 1-paragraph summary, save it as a Word doc in my reports folder. That's it, phone goes back in my pocket. I sit down, I have my coffee, I have my meeting, I don't think about Claude. Walk in. I open view my laptop. There's a completion screen that wasn't there an hour ago. Next video. Production run completed. Saved. Done. That's the loop. That's the operator move that returns my time to do the things I love.
Now the honest part. Dispatch and computer use are research preview features. That language matters. They work, but they're not perfect. Fortune ran a 30-day test and reported about a 50% success rate on big multi-step tasks. That tracks with what I've seen.
The simple stuff: pull a file, summarize an email, run a single app, works almost every time. The complex stuff with chains of decisions across 5 tools, ambiguous logins, anything that needs judgment in the middle. That's where you'll sometimes come home to a thread that stalled. Trust it for the small, babysit the big ones. Pricing. Both features are on Pro and Max. Pro is $20. If you're already on Pro, you have it. If you're still on free, this is the line you cross.
So that's the leap. Part 1, you stopped using Claude like a search bar. Part 2, you stopped sitting at the computer. Teammate, operator, 2 videos, 2 leaps, same Claude.
A comment below on a suggestion for our next video, and if you didn't see part 1, hop on over there next, and I'll see you over there.
I'm Joseph, AI Bootcamp Studio. See you in the next one.